No, he's taken a very aggressive position on trade with Mexico. He said he wants to renegotiate NAFTA and get a better deal for the American people.
I don't think that to renegotiate something that has more than 20 years is a bad issue. But I think that the renegotiation can be for the best for both, a win-win issue. Well, first, I think that the U.S. should protect some of the jobs, especially the jobs that are strategic and the goods that have high aggregate value. But I don't understand how can we produce low-cost products with
high wages in the United States.
Wages of $30 an hour. That's what they pay against $15 a day. That's a big difference, and I think that these issues will be not competitive, and if they try to do that, the cost for the American people will be too high. The consumers will pay too much for everything, and I don't think that 300 million people will be happy paying so much and having a big inflation. Because one of the things that is the priority of the President of the United States, like other presidents, is the interest of the people. And the interest of the people is to have jobs, but also to have good price of the things they are buying.
How would you improve NAFTA?
I think we have many things to do, because many of the things we export to you are imports. We make only the aggregate value in many of these products. I think one of the ways is buying you more things, that you produce more strategic things, and another way is that we make the insumos, and you finish them there, and you have a big deficit worldwide. I think it's a big opportunity for Mexico, especially now with the currency rate will be especially cheaper.
Sure, Mexican exports are very competitive.
The other thing is that when you buy other countries, other places, you buy goods and you give assets. With Mexico, you will buy goods, but you will own the factories here. And at the end of the day, the important thing about is not only the trade, but also the capital movement. Because the trade can have a deficit, but the capital movement that get back to U.S. take out this deficit. You only leave something labor and other not tradable services.
So your attitude toward the Trump presidency is perhaps a little more positive, perhaps, or optimistic than some people might have thought. Does his election
I will be more worried if I were an American.
You'd be more worried as an American than as a Mexican?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Well, because if he's going to close the economy, it's bad. If he's going out of the NATO and other international, he have the risk to lose the international leadership of the United States. Because U.S. is a leader. And you are a leader as much as you have a leadership in technology. And if many of these issues stop the technology development, in the middle term or long term, you have a big problem. You are the leaders in technology, but there are other countries moving there, China, Israel, and everyone wants to improve. But I think that's a main issue.